taking on those Nashville honky-tonk stages. No one could be prouder of Amanda Taylor than her mom. But Mom's not out there in the crowd. There she is. Paula Jo Taylor. It's Broadway's guitar shredding granny.
People will walk in and they'll see me setting up on stage and putting my equipment up, and they'll kind of look like, what in the world is Grandma doing on stage? And then when I do something like that,
she'll start shredding or whatever, and then they're like, whoa! Yep, there you go.
Hey, okay, there we are. All right, girls, can you see me?
Yeah.
You look pretty. Well, I love you guys, and
Paula Jo's always keeping up with the grandkids, telling them about their Aunt Amanda.
So we'll get to see you then, okay?
Those were some of the little faces Paula Jo had in her mind when she got difficult news. Stage 3 breast cancer.
I don't know that I really grasped thinking about whether I was going to live or die. It was more about the downtime, not being able to play on stage. To give that up would be extremely difficult.
I just went, wow, my mom has cancer. Like, that's real.
After a double mastectomy, Paula Jo spent 18 months going through chemo by day, still playing those gigs downtown by night. Neuropathy from the chemo caused a numbness in her fingers.
On days that I didn't play my gigs, I would pick up a guitar and keep my fingers going because I thought that was the only way to stay on top of it.
Jay Gore knows it's happening.
Don't stop your feet. Let's go, let's go.
He's talking about high school football players training with one school for years, then suddenly transferring to another.
Hearing the river takes effort. It's not easy to get your ears this close. So a Nashville artist found a different way. Music. Amplifiers, a soundboard, computers, and speakers, all controlled and changed by what's happening of the river and above the river.
Favorite book on the shelf is going to be this one right here. It's called Lectures to My Students. I got this as a new pastor when I was ordained.
Who happens to like old things.
This is the first Bible printed in America, the Collins Bible.
Especially Bibles.
But this one here is the one I love the most. This right here is a Bishop's Bible, is the precursor to the King James. But I say this is like baseball card collecting for pastors, right?
Hello. Since you're the little one, you get to pick out the first one.
Glenn Hamilton King is the teddy bear man. He collects bears year-round and finds them homes, giving away a staggering number.
About 4,000.
But today's stop maybe means the most.
I've got somebody to keep you company. It's been so lonely. Yeah.
At Community Care of Rutherford County, King introduces new friends.
His name is Yogi. Boo-Boo, I don't know why Boo-Boo at, but this is Yogi.
The nurses tell me that after I've given them the bears, they don't go any place without the bears. It's something that I kind of treasure. It needs to have somebody to give it a hug. It wanted to come in here and find somebody to hug it.
King loves these moments, that realization.
I gave it to you.
You did?
Yes, that's for you.
So what would your rush hour look like if you weren't having to drive by all these trucks? Would it make that much of a difference? We came up here to find out. From this vantage point above the 2465 split, you can see all of the interstate. For the next 10 minutes, we're going to count how many trucks drive by, starting now. The grand total, 83 trucks in just 10 minutes.
Here in the Bible Belt, people say Sundays are about two things.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Faith and football. Bishop Joseph Walker III knows this better than anyone.
I'm definitely a Titans fan. No way. I'm definitely a Titans fan. Do you go to the games? Sometimes. I try to go. When I get there, it's like third quarter. It's at the church, you know. But I pray for the team. A lot of team members go to our church, their wives, and then I do chapel sometimes for the team.
I can't believe they lost to Buffalo.
That was horrible.
As lead pastor of Mount Zion, Nashville's largest church, the one thing Bishop Walker doesn't have to worry about right now is people eager to feed their souls.
The lady said she tried to get on the radio. Radios don't work. They've always been an issue. Always. Since day one.
This will be a belt for the Elvis Presley Museum.
Philippe Mounier opened up his leatherworking shop 8 years ago in Fairview.
There's a lot of artists here in Fairview that, you know, need more exposure and stuff like that, and people don't make Fairview necessarily an arts destination, but it could be.
He is one of thousands of residents who will get to weigh in on a 20-year growth plan for the city.
Significant damage we've seen is on Rock Springs Midland Road. There's major damage to homes in that area. The Rutherford County Sheriff's Department even blocked off this stretch for several hours today while crews worked.
It's the sound of fresh coffee brewing. The calming music.
We could go on.
That draws Kent Wallace to Starbucks every week.
Because I come in before I teach class in the morning. I'll grade papers, I'll do some literature reviews.
This day,
you couldn't not notice that it was going on.
Was different.
That pen is usually taking notes during client meetings, jotting down case facts for paralegal Christina Elligood. But today that pen is writing a message that couldn't be more personal to someone Christina's never met. On December 1st, 1997, sophomore Christina and freshman little sister Nicole got on the bus and headed to Heath High School, here on a quiet Kentucky road in West Paducah.
Someone just real calmly comes up the stairs and says, "Someone has a gun."
We heard one shot, and then there was a spot, and we heard 3 or 4 more shots.
I just prayed with them that the Lord would take care of them.
And I walked into the lobby, and I think just initially what I was seeing with the bodies everywhere and people just frantically running around, that I pretty much, I think, just shut off and just walked straight up to my sister and saw her laying there. She already, you know, there wasn't anything that anyone could do.
Nicole, just 14 years old, was one of the 3 killed when a student opened fire inside Heath.